Terrific. All oily and smelly and grotty. I bet it was like that in the Spitfires in the war, wasn't it?
I suppose you realise you've ruined my bleeding hairdo. When you said you had transport, I thought you meant a car, not a pram.
Give it a rest, Reek. We've heard it all before.
Well, help me out, then. Oh, Jesus! Mind the nine.
But it's very decent of Reg to lend us this.
Oh, go and play the main road. Come on, Stan. Excuse me, sir. Well, what I want to know is where the bloody hell are we? That motorcycle was a mystery tour to me.
Right, it's Enfield, Rick. It's only 5 miles from Tottenham.
Oh, are we? And how's Stanley going to get here to see when he does get here? We're going to buy him a motorcycle or
Well,
what?
there's trains and that. There's buses. When I was a kid, we used to walk to school.
Oh, yeah, you and all the other old teenies.
Come in. Good morning. Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, would you care to sit down? Thank you.
Do you see all them boards on the way in? All those pupils from this school getting into Oxford and Cambridge.
So, neither are in the Football League, are they?
Look, I'm talking about the universities, the highest institutions of learning.
There's no need to whisper, Arlie. We're not in a church.
Come off your Reek, there's a lot to be said for educational tradition.
Just a moment, boy. What'd you say?
Thank you very much, sir.
All part of the service, Raper. Off you go, boy.
If he thinks he's going to bash my kid without hearing about it from me, he's got another thing
Well,
coming.
he won't have to hit Stanley, because Stanley ain't going to get into any trouble, are you, son?
He ain't got into this school yet.
He will, just as long as he remembers what we told him. What we tell you, Stanley?
Stand up straight, speak when you're spoken to, be truthful and honesty is the best policy.
That's the most important thing to remember. Be truthful.
How come I'm supposed to say that you and Mum live together in a bungalow over Whip's Cross?
You want to get into this bleeding school, don't you?
And that's when your father escaped from the Japanese.
Yes, sir.
Fascinating. The courage of the common man. Well, time we had a word with Mater and Pater.
Oh.
Your parents. Sit over there.
Rita, all that lipstick round your fangs, it looks bad.
Look, £1 a week minimum. That's what I need, Harvey. Don't change the subject.
Wing Commander and Mrs. Moon. Do sit down, please.
Excuse me, this business of calling me Winco. Stanley
No,
really
no.
shouldn't...
Mea culpa. Stanley did say your commission was confidential, part of your secret war work.
And all the time he was pretending to be a corporal.
Stanley really ought to know better.
Ah, but Stanley's very proud of his father's heroic war record, and so am I. I mean, how many men can say they've escaped from Shanghai jail?
Shanghai?
With one leg riddled with bullets.
Rita?
Well, I'm sorry, Wing Commander. Mr. Moon, I can see you're a genuinely modest man. Such courage.
Look, Mr. Compton, I hate to be blunt, but what about the lad?
Stanley? Very nice boy. A trifle, if you don't mind my saying so, cockney.
Well, we're all Londoners, born and bred and proud of it, the way we speak.
Of course. No criticism implied. However, we like to feel we prepare our boys for entry into the professions, accountancy, the banks, the executive grades of the civil service, and there perhaps too much stress is placed on accent.
Well, being common never held Harvey back.
No, but Mr. Moon was fluent in Japanese. Still, we do offer elocution lessons.
Oh, I'm all for the boy learning a foreign language.
I always think the British sense of humour was our secret weapon during the war. Good. Well, autumn term commences September the 9th. There's a uniform and equipment list.
What, you mean he's got in?
Absolutely.
I don't believe it.
Blimey, look at this list. Oh, no. Rugby shirts.
Don't be so rude, Stanley.
I understand the boy's feelings, coming as he does from a great soccer family.
I wouldn't say great.
No, Mr. Moon. Although I'm afraid I do not follow the association game at all, Stanley's told me something of your pre-war exploits. We've never had an England international as a parent before.